guys, today we're going to learn some education today. I've been seeing a lot of speakers out there really excited about selling from stage, but really, we got to stop selling from stage. I'm going to tell you why. 3 reasons. Very simple, very simple. Now, you're a speaker, you want to get on my speaker invite list. I got events all the time, and I'm always plugging in speakers to really cool opportunities. Text the word speaker, 714-369-8528. We'll plug you right in, get some opportunities, and let's get it going. So, let's go and see who's live. Welcome to the show, guys. I can't see you just yet, so I gotta get in. So, hopefully I'm live right now. I don't even know. We'll see. I am live. Good. All right, let's see who's on. We got Jessica, we got my wife, and 5 other people. I don't know the names. So start commenting, guys. I can see everything here, so I look forward to seeing you guys in here. But if you're a speaker, okay, I'm going to share with you 3 reasons why. 3 simple reasons why you need to stop selling from stage. It's a powerful, powerful strategy. I actually 3x'd my business when I stopped selling from stage. I'm going to show you guys what this is. I've got over 1,000 clients, and for the majority of my first couple years in business, all I did was sell from stage. Let me turn this down here. All right. So we got Mona, we got James, Cassidy. Welcome to the show, guys. This is cool. I have this little thing here so I can see it. It's really awesome. I think my wife got it for me. It was pretty dope. But cool. So this would be a nice little way for me to see all the comments and give you guys the strategy. So grab your pen and paper. Let's take some notes. I'm going to give you guys some real scientific strategies on why you should stop selling from stage. It's not just my opinion. This is actually years of experience, and to see where the market is going today, we are gonna not really have that model very soon for much longer. So let's get into it, guys. All right. So if you're a Network of Influence member, just remember, comment below so I can give you guys your shout outs. Network of Influence members only, please. Thank you very much. So first thing we want to look at is to qualify. What do I mean by this? Well, think of it like this. When you are on stage and you're speaking, you're sharing your story, you're sharing your skills, your expertise, your highlights of the best of who you are. You may be on the stage for 20 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, whatever that may be. But you do not have the ability to qualify everyone in the room. It just can't do it, right? So many people think that they qualify them because they're the right demographics, right? But you have to qualify a little deeper than that. You got to be able to qualify skill sets. Okay, here's what I mean by this. So many times I brought on clients where I sold from stage, right? I brought on these clients, they fit the demographic. I mean, they needed the business, they needed to create something for their brand, they were struggling with what they were doing themselves, and they need the help. They're a perfect demographic. Supposedly, they're qualified, right? But then I get them on, I bring them in, I get on the phone with them and find out they do not have the skill sets I need to get them the results they need, right? And here's what I mean. So when you qualify them, it's not just qualifying them to say, hey, they are the right age group, they're the right gender, they're the right business model. It's not that. You got to understand the mindset behind the clients you work with. Can they actually take action and get results? Can they actually do the work that's required? You have a skill set and you balance very well with other skill sets that can do the work you're delegating to them. Now, that's the one thing I see this fail time and time again, is they don't properly qualify. So how do you properly qualify? Here's what I recommend you do. Write this down, textmagic.com, right? There's all kinds of other services out there, but the idea is simple. Get a business cell phone number. This right here is my TextMagic number. This is a number I can put on a billboard, right? It's a number you can call. It'll reach to my cell phone. You can text it, reaches me directly. And at the end of the day, I can utilize that to have a direct line of communication. So when you're on stage, instead of selling them an offer, which at best you may get 30 to 40% of the room to buy your product, which this one right here is the reason why that's a very, very bad number, okay? But when you qualify them, here's what I do. Right now, the way I've done it, where I've been able to 3x my business, okay? I went from selling on stages every month. I'm in multiple cities, away from my family, getting on stages, talking to new people, building my network, and selling from stage. And yet, when I stopped doing that, I literally 3x'd my business. Here's exactly what I did, okay? I went to focus on qualifying first, okay? So what I did is I set up a text magic number, so whenever I'm on stage and I'm speaking, all I do is I say, hey, I'm gonna give you my cell phone number. Name anybody in the room who's not gonna then grab their cell phone or grab their notebook and write that number down. Everybody wants the cell phone number of the speaker. And the funny thing is, there's actually speakers out there that charge you to get their email address. Pfft, losers. Anyway, give your cell phone number, all right? And you can give your text magic number as your cell phone number. So this way, you don't have to give out your personal cell phone number, right? This, you can redirect the calls. You can just set it to just set up in the app so you're not getting blown up with a bunch of notifications. Me, I love the notifications. I love to be able to see the results that are coming in, be able to see, like right now, I have 4 new messages through Text Magic. I've got, what else here? Let me see. How many total messages do I have right now? So I sent out, so with Text Magic, so I've already got 4 people that have texted in speaker and texted into this phone number while I'm talking to you guys sharing value. So this is something you could be doing your business, yourself, to qualify them. And here's what I do. My focus is to get them on my calendar, servedwithmanny.com, and then take them from my calendar to a one-on-one call with either myself or somebody from my team. But here's what happens when you go to my calendar. It's not just, hey, pick a time, give me your email address. No, I qualify them, right? So let me give you an example of exactly what I do, okay? So the first thing I do is I get a text magic number. This way I have a business cell phone number. Everybody wants to actually, sorry, I'm trying to type and do something at the same time. Why is it not giving me the whole thing? That's weird. All right, so I have them text in my number. And usually I give a specific keyword like this, speaker, right? Here's what happens when you guys text that in, okay? This is the flow. First, it's going to automatically respond to you, right? It's gonna say, hey, welcome to the party, whatever information I have after that. Could be a question, could be some direct instructions, whatever it may be, right? But I have them text in this to Text Magic, and here's why. With Text Magic, it can automatically respond and automatically group. So when somebody texts in the word speaker, what it does is automatically adds them into my weekly invite group, right? I've got a text invite group where I just throw out complete value, give away free stuff. And then it also puts them in a group saying this person is also a speaker, okay? If I put coach, or if I put anything else to filter my demographics or qualify them, then boom, I already know I can put a specific keyword, put them in a group, and now I know they're automatically getting filtered and organized for me. Right? When you're in a one-to-many format like this, I could have 1,000 people tune in within the next 24 hours on this live stream, and I've got to be able to filter all these people that may be texting in. I can get 50 to 100 people text in, and how am I going to do that by myself, managing everything directly? It helps me because it qualifies. I know I work really well with speakers, coaches, authors, consultants, and if they do business with entrepreneurs, game over, right? That's my bread and butter, so I'm always looking to filter to these people, speakers, coaches, authors, consultants. You got to do the same. Take your qualifying to say, who is it that I get the best results with? Let me give them something for free, AKA let me just give you value. I'm always giving away free stuff, free blueprints, anything like that to filter and organize my connections, right? I want to have qualified people working with me, learning about me, seeing my stuff. I don't just want anybody and everybody. You don't want to go big mass numbers. You want to go very specific niche. I'd rather have 100 qualified people looking at my stuff than 100,000 randoms. It doesn't make any sense, right? It's just pointless. So one of the things that I do when I qualify is if I want to get my personal time, right? They don't want to just go through digital stuff. I say, hey, we can set up a call. I'll give you my time completely free. Don't charge them to do an initial consultation call. Give it away for free. Right? But here's what you do. When you give it away for free, you qualify them with questions. Okay? Check this out. So you'll see here, it asks for name, cell phone number, email, company or business name, what's your website, how may I be of contribution? And I've got all kinds of stuff there. This is it's like a psychological thing here. Here's what this does. When I list how may I be of contribution, I'm listing all the stuff that I do. Okay? Manny invited me to set up a free one-on-one. I'm getting interviewed on Best in Business. Client coaching call with Manny. I'm interested in network of influence. I have a product or service for orphans on Manny's TV show. I found Manny through a traveling CEO program with Ty Lopez. I'm interested in learning about apps. I have a unique idea for an app I'd like to talk to Manny about. So it just gives them everything that I actually do, and they can just check it off, right? This is a service called youcanbook.me. Write that down. Youcanbook.me. The .me is like the .com, right? So just don't put a .com. So youcanbook.me. There's a free version of it. Again, I don't get paid anything to tell you these stuff, guys. These are just the stuff I'm personally using in my business, so you can utilize them too. So youcanbook.me allows you to put all kinds of questions that you want to put in there. I just have a bunch of checkbox. Hey, what are you interested in? Check, 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 right? Then it says, who are you referred by? What city and state are you based in? What is your current business revenue? And any notes for the call. So I qualify them way before I spend any personal time with them. And all of this, by the way, is free. There's no cost for people to qualify themselves in my business. So it's a really powerful strategy that's allowed me to really understand who I want to work with, and then allowing me to serve my way to success up front. So this way, when I'm actually working with people, they're people that are qualified and not just anybody and everybody, right? So an example of what you'll see, actually I'll go through those numbers later. So qualify. Any questions on qualify, just go ahead and put it right in the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and holla at a few people here. So we've got Christine Case, Teresa, Linda West. Thank you, Linda, for putting in the youcanbook.me link. Manny Lopez's consultation calls are amazing. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. It's all about serving their way to success, guys. Like somebody today reached out, asked me to be on their podcast, and then said, how much would it be if I could just pick your brain for a half hour and just throw some ideas for you? I got a coach right now that's helping me, but I want to see some fresh ideas on what I'm doing. And I'm like, dude, just book the time. It's free. There's no cost, right? I don't charge for information. I charge for implementation. That's something you should probably look at as well as a speaker. Stop charging for information. You got to understand, guys, we're in an information overload generation. This is not the, be able to sell your intellectual property on demand, thousands of times over, unless you already have a huge network and a huge list. Most of the speakers I'm working with, though, they don't really have a huge online presence. They're trying to get their message out there. They want to sell something in their business. They're a coach, a consultant, or some capacity. But the problem is they're not qualifying. And you're leading yourself with a lot of unhappy people that are buying your services. And that's just not a good look. Trust me, I've had the same problem myself. The only time, this is something I actually ran the numbers on. I've had over 1,000 clients since 2011 when I started my business, okay? And I ran the numbers. I looked at all of the clients that I've had that became chaos, right? And we've all had them. We have clients that we should have never done business with them, right? They're like, what were we thinking? And I look back, and every single one came from me selling from stage. I didn't qualify them. We didn't have a way for me to say, this is the skill set I'm going to bring, and I need you to make sure you have this specific skill set for us to be able to collaborate. You can qualify as much as you want from stage, but here, second problem is why people are buying this, okay? FOMO. This means fear of missing out. How many times have we been in? I'm a victim myself. I'm at an event. I'm watching a speaker on stage, and I'm like, dude, that's an amazing opportunity. Wow, that could really help this and that, and I just go into all these different ideas of what I can do with that opportunity. Now, here's the problem with that. FOMO takes us off our own mission, our own purpose, our own ideas to distract us with something new, that shiny object syndrome, right? How many times have we been at an event and we see something and like, oh, this is the only opportunity we're gonna ever have to get this and da-da-da-da, whatever they wanna say, right? And it's a $50,000 value today only, you'll get for $997 or $490, whatever the stupid number is, right? And at the end of the day, fear of missing out is a powerful closing strategy. And they use this all the time, right? And they say, oh, if you don't get this today, you'll never have it, never have another chance, and da-da-da-da. This is a one-time offer. I've never done this ever before. I've talked to the event producer, and we wanted to come up with something so amazing. I mean, we hear this 1,000 times over, guys, right? Stop falling for this trap, fear of missing out. What I do is, this isn't a rule for me. If that business is truly about serving and helping people, that offer will be there tomorrow, okay? And I've tested this and it works almost 100% of the time, okay? So check this out, do this. When you're at an event, make the list of all of the things you like, right? Boom, boom, boom. Go home that night and actually think it over and be like, okay, do I really need this? Will this be something that's going to help me grow my purpose and my mission? Because after the energy wears off, after all of the other people around you that are buying and you're like, oh my God, they're all getting it and I'm not getting it. What am I going to do? Now stop, guys, stop. Okay? Focus on your mission, your purpose, your goals. Does it line up with what you are trying to accomplish before you walked into that event? Okay? You walked into the event to not only create connections and opportunities, but you know there's something there you were looking for that's going to help you take your business to that next level. Okay? You have to realize that. FOMO is something that so many speakers use, NLP, all that nonsense, to try and get you to take action today. Because if you don't take action today, you won't take action. It's true, right? Because what happens? People go home and they realize, I didn't need that stupid program. That's going to just distract me. I don't need that. And then they wonder why, oh my God, I should have had more closing sales. No, the problem is people actually woke up and they got out of the FOMO and they said, oh, dang, I didn't really need that, even though my friend next to me bought it and da-da-da. Like, no, okay? Do this. Make a list of all the stuff, the benefits and all that nonsense. You go home, talk to your coach, talk to your partner, talk to whoever you confide in your ideas to, and say, and really look at it. Is this something that's going to serve me? Is this something that's going to help me take my mission to that next level or not? And if it is, watch this. You reach out to that person the next day. Hey, I loved your talk. I love the idea of collaborating with you. I had some things I really just couldn't take action on that day. I had to go home and look over things. I've looked it over. I love the idea, and I would just want to ask, is that opportunity still available? And I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, they're going to give it to you for the exact same price that they would have given you at the event, right? How many times have you probably been followed up with after the event for them to say, hey, I don't know if you took advantage of the offer, but we had this one last chance to be able to do it. Telling you guys, there's not this one last chance. Trust me, they're going to the next event the next week with the same exact offer. There's no difference, guys. It does not matter. And if they are truly about helping people and not just about the money, they will give you that offer, right? And if they're not, that 1 out of 10 or maybe even more, who knows, you're going to find that, no, they're just chasing the money. They're like, oh, no, you can't do it today because it was this and it has to be X amount today. Da, 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 da. I'm like, no, it's the same process, the same. There's no difference. You're just adding another order form to that week's sales. Come on. All right, so FOMO, that's a great way to fix that problem. If you guys have any questions on that, let me know. Yeah, $2 million value, but only today we're selling it for $37. I love that one. That one's good. I've invested a lot of money due to FOMO. I'm glad I got out in my it out of my system. It does. It works. It definitely works, Christine. All right, so we've covered number 2 and number 1. We got to qualify them, how we're going to get over FOMO, and number 3, percentage. Okay, this is a big one because we see all the speakers, their excitement level is all about their closing percentage, right? They get on stage and then they go and post a video of them having all these people grab their order forms and they go, look guys, I closed X amount of percentage in the room. Okay, well here's the real percentage. Let me get my, 1 second guys, 1 second. All right. So here's the real numbers. Most speakers, they want, where's my little handy dandy eraser? I don't know, give me a second guys. Give me a second, I'm never prepared, you know me. I think Ava stole it. Ah, dang it. These kids of mine. All right, so I just use my fingers then, all nasty like. So disgusting. Ah, that's really gonna annoy me. I have like OCD with this stuff. I'm gonna be 1 second guys, this is driving me nuts. Bear with me guys. Okay, I'm back with toilet paper. I would get really annoyed if I just kept seeing that. And then it would have thrown me off my game. And then then we all lose. Nobody wins. All right. So let's go into percentages. Let's look at the percentages of what it really is when you are on stage. So at most for a speaker, if they're selling on stage, and we took out this nonsense, right? We qualified in the right way. FOMO is removed. You didn't do any NLP strategies. You just simply said, look, guys, this is the strategy. And let's say you got to sit there all day with them and qualify every single person in the room, okay? 1 out of 10. That's your numbers, guys. 1 out of 10 at most should be buying your product if you sell on stage. Anything above 10%, you went into these two problems right here. You didn't qualify them, or they bought from FOMO, okay? This is your numbers, 1 out of 10. If you can get 1 out of 10, then you're good. That's the numbers, right? Most people are overselling and wondering why they're not getting results. They're like, oh my God, I'm having so many clients that are just driving me crazy. They're not following my directions. They're not answering their calls. They're not getting on their coaching strategies. They're not following through. Well, because they weren't supposed to buy. That's the problem. So, how do you fix this problem? Well, again, stop selling from stage. It's really simple. If you go through a simple strategy of noticing the percentages, okay? Because again, it's all in the follow-up. You guys are all chasing, or these speakers that are selling from stage, they're chasing the 10% of business and overselling the rest, when they could be going after 80% of business. This is how I 3x'd my business by stop selling from stage. What I did is I first get them to text. Okay? That's number 1. Number 2 is I focus on data in exchange for gifts. Okay? First, you got to get the cell phone number. 98% open rates within 5 minutes. Nothing else on the market comes close. Don't even waste your time with email or all the other stuff. I mean, it's in essence necessary somewhat. I mean, let's just put it this way, guys. I've been doing everything that I've been doing. Name, all the stuff I'm doing, right? Everything you've been seeing on social media for the last 3 years has been done with no email list, no email broadcasting, 100% text, okay? And I have a freaking minimal budget on marketing. It is ridiculous. The most I spent maybe is $150 to $200 a month on texting, and that's when I've got an event to promote, and I'm promoting it to thousands of people. So you have to understand, texting is powerful and will get you results. The second thing is you got to focus on data, okay? Data is more valuable than oil these days, and yet most businesses have no data program. They have nothing that focuses on capturing data. So I exchange gifts for data. Right? You guys see this all the time. I'm posting on social media. I post little, hey guys, I got a blueprint I created on XYZ. Do you want it for free? Boom. And what I do is at first, if I don't have their cell phone, I just exchange their cell phone number for it, right? If I already have their cell phone number, then I just send them to some type of form to fill out. That could be like, hey, just answer a few questions about your business. Same type of questions that I would ask in my calendar invites. And that could be another great way to do it. Where say, hey, I'll get on a call with you to show you how to implement it. Let's get on a call using my calendar. So you get their cell phone number, you tell them, here's my calendar, I'll give you the blueprint for free just for scheduling a call with me. And bam, now you have one. Here's a great prime example of why you do it this way, is it already qualifies them. Okay, check this out. Imagine, just think about this. If I go on Facebook right now and I post, I created a blueprint to promote your business on Facebook with no ads. Do you want it for free? Okay, let's just say I posted something like that. I did that before. Now, check this out. Just think of the psychological response. If somebody saw that, it says promote your business on Facebook with no ads. Okay, very specific verbiage I use there for a reason. One, I want to qualify the people that are going to respond. I want to know that they have a business. They were trying to promote that business on Facebook. If they're responding to doing it with no ads, then I know that they are not really proficient on Facebook, because then they would be using ads, right? So, qualifies them. I already know they'd be a really good prospect. So what I usually do is I'll inbox them right after they comment, I'm interested, I want it. They've raised their hand. They've just now qualified that they value my education. They want to learn from me about my strategies on Facebook that I end up actually getting paid for as a consultant, but I'm giving that away for free. Why? Well, 97%, we've talked about this hundreds of times, guys, 97% of the people you give it away for free to will take no action without you. They just see you as the expert, okay? So I'm more than happy to give away my blueprint because all it does is shows people why they should be doing business with me, why they should be hiring me. And you guys could be doing the exact same thing. Instead of trying to sell from stage, give away your blueprint. All right, let's take an example. Let's take an example right now. First, okay, how about this? Network of Influence members, one of you. Call this number right now. We're going to do a shout out live, and I'm going to show you guys specifically how you would do it with that business model. First one to call me, that is a Network of Influence member, okay? Call me right now, 714-369-8528. I'm going to put you live on the show, and then we're also going to go ahead and highlight exactly the flow based on that business model. So not my business model, but somebody else. So while we're waiting for the call to come in, because it's about a 30-second background, we're going to go ahead and highlight with my business model. So I give them a text. Hey, text in 714-369-8528. I got a free blueprint on how to, I don't know, promote your business using Facebook, no ads, right? They text in a specific word. It could be blueprint, right? I set up the keyword on Text Magic, automatically responds with the link to my blueprint, gives them instructions on how to access it, and puts them into a group saying that they're interested in my blueprint. Automated. Great, great value. Then I reach out to them afterwards and I say, hey, I would love to help you implement this blueprint. Let's go ahead and schedule a call. Boom. They go and fill out a bunch of data. Okay, remember, we want data in exchange for that gift. Okay, the more data, the better. Just think of all the questions you need to know about your business model. Why isn't nobody calling me yet? Come on, I know there's Network of Influence members on here right now. Call. Who wants a shout out? It's really simple, guys. All right, so then from there, I get on a call, and then here's the best part about it. You have to look at two things when you're talking to somebody about them hiring you, right? The same thing you're trying to sell from stage, you can sell using this formula, but you're gonna do it in a more qualified way and get rid of the FOMO. What you're doing is simply creating the do-it-yourself version, give that away for free in exchange for data. The data that you know will qualify them. Like, I'll ask questions like, do you do business with entrepreneurs? Are you a speaker, coach, author, or consultant? Fill in the blank, whatever other questions I want to have. What state are you based in? Whatever information that's going to help me qualify that person. Sorry to miss you, just logged in. No worries, Lisa, you just arrived on a good time. Lisa, go ahead and call me right now. Call me at 714-369-8528. I'm going to give you a shout out on the show, and we're going to go play along with our little game here. So go ahead and give me a call. Somebody give me a call. Is my phone not working or something? I don't know. All right. So texting, data, gifts, and then that's going to lead to the one-on-one call. Now, here's what happens on that call. This is where you do your actual offer. And your offer is going to be giving them the option to do a free version or a paid version. It's very simple. You give them the option to say, look, if you want to go the completely free route, here's what you need to know. And just literally outline it for them what they need to do. Again, remember, 97% of the time you give it away for free, they take no action without you. Only 3 are going to take action. All right. So, Lisa, go ahead and call me in. Lisa, free versus paid. And what is paid? Paid is where you are going to actually help them implement that strategy. That right there is what has 3x'd my business, is from going from selling directly on stage to maybe at best get a 10% of the room, right, to sign up, right? Sometimes you get better, but then those are all going to end up being refunds or bad clients anyway, right? So maybe 1 out of 10 are actually decent clients that you're going to actually get results with. And then from there, you just lost 90% of the opportunities. Why would you do that? All right, Lisa's calling in. Let's go ahead and take the call. Welcome to Best in Business. You're on with Manny Lopez. How may I serve you today?
Hi, Manny. It's Lisa.
Lisa, welcome to the party. All right. So we're going to do a little bit of role playing here. And we're live right now on Facebook. Say hello to my best in business viewers.
Well, hello all. How are you? What a gorgeous day it is.
It is a beautiful day, huh? Right, beautiful Veterans Day. So let's take a look at your business model, Lisa, so we can actually show our audience a step-by-step of what it would look like for another business model to use this exact formula. So tell everybody a little bit about what you do while I clean this off.
Okay. By trade, I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, stress management consultant, and what I do is I help my clients evoke what was, embrace what is, and evolve to what is it that they want to be, because they do matter.
Nice.
That's how healing starts.
All right, and then who do you get the best results with, Lisa?
The best results? What do you mean?
Like, who is your best type of customer?
My best type of customer, anyone who wants to make a change, either a habitual change or a behavioral change, because they no longer want to feel the pain of either anxiety or the emotional weight and the baggage that they are holding onto, and they want to be free and feeling better.
Nice. So you're really kind of describing almost everybody, right? We all have our fears, our anxieties, our things that are holding us back. So definitely seems that you can serve a lot of people. Now, if we were going to use that strategy, right, what she's been saying is she is in the hypnosis field, and she helps people overcome the challenges that are holding them back. So let's say, for example, do you actually have any type of free blueprint that you give away right now?
Starting next week, yes. Actually, even right now, I have something for weight that we give it, and it is a blueprint. I have an ebook that I give everyone, and I'll be more than happy to give to all your viewers.
Perfect. So ebook, and then you've got, you said a course coming out?
Yes, we do.
Awesome. So the strategy that I would give, and most other speakers don't do this, right? What they usually do is they try to sell the information. But you got to understand, in today's digital age, I can go to Google and I can go to YouTube and I can get an answer on any question that I want within a matter of seconds. Whether it's the right answer or not is going to take me actually taking action to determine that. And most people never take action. So in your case, the idea would be to position you as the expert, Lisa, on hypnosis and overcoming anxiety and the challenges. So what's the name of your ebook?
Heal, Die, Mind, Body.
Repeat that again?
Heal, Die, Mind, Body, which is Healthy Mind, Body, but it's called Heal-THY, which is Heal, Die, Mind, Body.
Got it. All right. Now, one thing that you probably want to focus on when doing ebooks, programs, courses, anything like that, and here's something for the audience to write down, is focus on the specific result that you get and the time frame that you can get that result in. So, for example, one of the stuff that blueprints that I've created is how to generate 2 to 5 leads a day using Facebook with no ads, right? Gives them a very clear, before they even watch one video, before they even understand anything that they're going to be seeing in the program, they understand what they're going to receive and how long it's going to take them to receive that. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. So it's how to peel away emotional weight in 3 steps.
Exactly. So something like that would be far more effective because people are looking for the result. They want what, why, how. What am I going to learn? Why is this important? And how do I actually implement it? And so if you can show them before they even open up your ebook, here's 3 steps to overcoming your anxiety. Now they know they're going to have 3 steps to helping them overcome anxiety. They know before they even walk into the book or flip the first page what they're going to receive. So try to focus, and the same thing goes for you guys. Whenever you're making your content, is just be very specific on the result that you get them and the time frame that they're going to get that result, because that's all they really want. And that's what's going to make the difference of whether or not they even open your book. Now, understanding the numbers behind it. If they paid for that book, 1 out of 3 will complete it. 1 out of 3. The other 2 maybe got a third of the way in and they gave up. The other side of it is if you give it away for free, 97 out of 100 won't take any action. The other 3 will go through it. So you utilize your ebook and your course as a way to filter people who value time over money. Let me explain. Now, you have a coaching program that also ties into this ebook and that course. That all lies into the same thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, were you planning on selling that course?
I had not thought that far.
Okay, so let's say, like most people, they're going to try and sell it from anywhere between $100 and maybe $1,000, right? That's usually the numbers, $197 to $997. And doing that, you may make some sales, right? You may be able to make some money, a couple $1,000s a month, possibly. But here's a strategy that actually works very well. If you understand sales, it takes just the same amount of time to sell something for $1,000 that it does for $100, that it does for $5,000 or $2,000, okay? So when somebody works with you one-on-one or in a group coaching format, do you have a structured price point for that, or is it on a range? How does that typically work?
I have a 1 per session or a 9 session.
Cool.
So it's either per session or 9-week package.
Perfect. So you've got basically a get my feet wet with 1 session to test the waters, and then you've got the, hey, when you're ready to commit, you can save a little bit of money and just do 9 sessions in a 1 program. Now, obviously, this one, let's say the 9-session program, I would guess it's going to be more than $1,000, right? You don't have to give me the exact number, but let's just, I'm going to throw a random number out there, and let's just say your program for some type of coaching, it could be group, it could be one-on-one, I don't know, but let's just say we have a number called $5,000, okay? $5K is what you typically are selling for some type of service. Could be a group coaching, could be one-on-one, whatever that status or level you are at in your business, but let's say we're at $5K. And you were trying to sell your ebook for only $100, right? Or even $1,000, okay? $997. If you instead gave away that ebook in that course for free, right? Didn't even try to sell it, just gave it away. 97 out of 100 people that you gave that away to are now going to be perfect prospects for your 5K program. Because here's what's going to happen. When you give away that ebook or that course, you also add in a 7-day challenge. And all that is really showing them what do you actually do within the first week if you were to implement this. So when you get on your call with them, you say, hey, I have a 7-day challenge. If you can't, for example, go into the 5K program of me implementing it with you or for you, then here's our 7-day challenge, right? And this is a way for you to gauge whether or not they will actually take action without you. Because in 7 days, you just reach out to them with a text. Using text magic, you can do this in a group format as well. And say, hey, how did the 7-day challenge go? And check this out. 97 out of 100 people that you do that 7-day challenge with are going to tell you, man, I didn't even take the first step. I haven't even implemented anything yet. And then right there, they just qualified themselves to say, I can't do it by myself. I need a coach. Now, it's up to you to get them to understand whether or not they should value their time or money, right? Think about this. If you get on the phone with them and they told you, I have a big challenge. My anxiety has been affecting my life for the past 20 years. I haven't been able to sleep well. I can't jump on the opportunities I want. I'm always afraid to take that next step, right? They've been dealing with this for years. You give them a blueprint that says you can knock this out in the next 30 days if you were to implement these 3 steps. And they didn't do it, right? Now you can say, look, I've got a 9-session program where I can get on the calls with you direct. I can help you step by step exactly what you need to do. I will help you implement. And it's going to be X amount of dollars, and I'll be there every step of the way. At that point, they're either going to value the time that they can save on being able to actually get rid of that learning curve, right? They're trying to do it themselves. 20 plus years, they're still stuck, right? You give them a blueprint, they're still stuck. If they can't do it by themselves, 97 out of 100 can't, they're going to be a perfect opportunity for you to say, let me help you. They already qualified because they value your education. They already have gotten rid of the FOMO because you've already had more than a week that you've been talking to them. And now they're ready to go because it's now saying, I value my time versus I'm just going to try and go continue this learning curve for X amount of years, right? And so you just got to figure out a way to take the challenges that they have and solve them with the solutions you have. If you follow that formula, it's going to get you 3x better results than you trying to sell from stage and having to deal with half of your clients being a completely chaotic mess, right? So, Lisa, did you get any value out of that education right there?
I did. I thank you. And I'm going to take this model and work it.
Awesome. So I hope you guys took some valuable notes there as well. Thanks for your time, Lisa. I appreciate you coming on the show and sharing a little bit about your business. Go ahead and comment right now on the live to let them know, hey, this is Lisa, so then the people that are watching can also connect and collaborate, okay?
All right.
Thank you. Have a blessed day. All right, so that's the very simplest way you can kind of structure it, guys. The idea is simple. We want to get people to understand that you can get far better results by going this route. Now, it is a lot more work. I'm going to be honest, right? It's a lot harder than just offering something on stage and passing out order forms and then filtering from there. But what I found is I don't have chargebacks anymore. I don't have requests for refunds. I don't have issues with the clients that I'm working with. I literally get to work on a qualified basis. By the time they get to me, they know who I am. They know my skill sets. They know my value. They're coming to me saying, Manny, I need your help. That's what you want for your business. That's what you want as a speaker, right? You don't want to have to keep chasing people and telling people how amazing you are when you can use systems and education, blueprints, and value to do that for you. Remember, guys, 80% of your sales are going to be somewhere between 5 to 12 contacts, okay? Only 10% of sales, 10%, 1 out of 10 will be within the first 3 contacts, okay? Only 1 out of 10, okay? And that's where 90% of entrepreneurs stay. They never go past 3 contacts. So in your case, guys, the idea is very simple. Serve your way to success. Offer what it is that you do, that you get paid for. Create a process where you can simplify that in a do-it-yourself program. Give that program away for free in exchange for data. Minimally, get the cell phone number, right? Just like mine. Text me right here, and now I've got your cell phone number. I can text you back. I can call you if I wanted to. If you text a specific word, automatically responds and automatically groups it for me. Text magic. You can't do anything better than that, guys. Trust me, I've been selling out events, trying to text people one by one. Oh my gosh. 50 people per hour that I can text, copy, paste, include their first name. I can use text magic and text 500 people in 30 seconds. I mean, it's a no-brainer, guys. Save your time. So I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I want to give you guys a couple more shout-outs here. Who here do we have on the show? Where did all my comments go? Oh, no. I'm only showing Linda West's. What about messenger bots? I have 95% open rate on them. What are your thoughts on them? Ooh, this is a great question. I don't like messenger bots, to be honest. We all know it's not a real person. You know whenever you're messaging a bot, it's a bot. With text magic, this gives you the ability to stay personal. And that's what I really like about it. I'm not for quantity, I'm for quality. I would rather have just a handful of people texting me each day that I know would be perfect candidates for what I'm doing versus trying to reach anybody and everybody, right? And messenger bots, they're great in a fact of just automating the next steps of what you need to do, but it's not personable. So if you're okay with them just, I mean, I have a messenger bot on my page. They know it's not personal, but it doesn't generate me any leads, right? And so what generates me all of my reactions, all of my calendar fill, tickets to my events, it's all done through text, right? And if you guys utilize text the right way, right, it's all about serving. I had a guy just 2 days ago commented on my stuff. He's like, Manny, I see your stuff more than anybody on my feed, but I don't complain because it's all value, it's all serving. You're not trying to sell me something all the time. You're literally just giving me education and resources, and you could be in my feed 1,000 more times. Like, that's the value you want to have with people versus trying to sell all the time. You don't need to sell. Like, I see people all the time, you know, they're posting about them being in the hospital and still trying to freaking sell. I'm like, really, guys? Come on. They're over here like, oh man, the doctor says I'm going to die, and you know, but we have a mastermind coming up on the 15th. I'm like, oh God, guys, you guys are crazy. All right. So other than that, guys, it's really simple. I just want to help you guys. I really want to help because I see too many speakers out there struggling. I see too many speakers out there following the bad business model, and that model's not going to be around for too much longer. Selling from stage is becoming a very bad look for events. And I don't know if it's something I did, sorry, but a couple years ago I started this Serve X event where I literally structured a way where I'm like, guys, we got to stop selling from stage. And then the funny thing is, like, I would have all these speakers come in, and I would get complaints. People are like, man, none of these speakers offered me any program. And I'm like, yeah, we're just here to serve and connect and collaborate. If you want to do a program, follow up with them after the event. You can meet them. That's the benefit about my speakers, is that my events aren't cut off. We're like, only VIP access here and nobody else. Like, general mission can come meet the superstars of the event. So I have a very different model, but it works and I like it. So in your case, if you guys are a speaker and you want to get access to speaking opportunities where you can actually serve your way to success with this model, just text me the word speaker. You'll get on my speaker invite list, and then we can have a call directly to see if you'd be a good fit. There's all kinds of ways to get on my stages and our member stages. I have over 200 members right now. A lot of them are event producers. They have their own events. They're always looking for speakers. And so I need more speakers. I have lots of them, but I don't put everybody on stage. I've got literally, I made a list. I didn't make a list. The wife has been mapping the list. But every time I do one of these like speaker invites, I get all of the URLs of the profiles. I have over 500 applied speakers on our programs, but maybe 50 of them I would actually put on my stages. So there's a big need right now, even though there is a lot of speakers out there. I just qualify a little better to put them on my stages. So when my members are collaborating with our speakers, I know they're going to get results. Like, I literally am the police in sense to make sure they do get results. So again, text in the word speaker, 714-369-8528. I'll see you guys later on this week. I've got a lot of really cool things in store for you guys. Man, it's been very busy, but a good busy. And I'll give you guys an update very soon on everything that we've got coming out. So January is going to be huge. I'm just going to say that. That's it. That's all. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, serve your way to success. And always remember, you're too blessed to be stressed. Deuces.